Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, wanted to show you my entire PlayStation 1 game collection. Now, I don't have a lot, but the ones that I do have are my favorites. I'm still collecting for the PS1. In my opinion, the PlayStation 1 is one of the best consoles out there, still, to this day. I still think it holds up. Does it have as good as graphics as, let's say, PS4 or PS5 now? No. But to me, it's not about the graphics, it's about the games. Is the gameplay good? Is it a game that you can go back to and play again after you've beaten it? There are a lot of PS1 games that are like that. So, to me, it's a great system. I remember I had a paper route. The very first time that the PlayStation was announced, I saved up my money from the paper route. And when the PlayStation was released, I went out and got it, and I was hooked. I remember being late for my paper route a couple of times because I kept playing the PlayStation. I didn't want to stop. But that was the effect that it had on me. Cares about the graphics. I mean, at the time, the graphics were good, but I'm just saying that's not what makes a game. It helps make a game, but it's not what makes a game. The graphics nowadays are amazing, but does that mean the gameplay is good? Not all the time. So anyway, the PlayStation 1, great system. I am still collecting for the PlayStation 1. There are a lot of games out there that I still need to get, and I just want to show you guys what I have here. The first one is one of my favorite co-op games ever. When it comes to co-op, there are a lot on the Super Nintendo. There are a lot of the regular NES, even the N64. But this is probably one of the best on the PlayStation, and it is Twisted Metal 2. Now, the first Twisted Metal did not have co-op. It had, basically, you could, go against another player in like a battle mode. This one actually has co-op where you and another guy can team up against the computer and go through the levels and then defeat Darktooth at the end. But Twisted Metal 2, me and my cousin Dan would play this all the time, and we would record our playthroughs. I was always Warthog, and he was always Thumper. So very, very cool game, guys. It's still one of the best. It's still so much fun, and they tried to remake this several times, and it just doesn't have the effect that it did in these days. So the next one is a driving simulator called Driver, and it says, you are the wheelman from the creators of Destruction Derby 1 and 2. I remember playing the first Destruction Derby, but anyway, this game you can do missions, like driving missions. You can do free drive where basically you drive around and do whatever you want. But you also, what's cool about this game that they never really do in, like, let's say Grand Theft Auto, is you have to follow the rules of the road. Like if you're at a stoplight and you peel out and there's a cop, he will bust you for peeling out, or he will chase you. If you don't use your turning signal, if you run a red light. I mean, it's very detailed in that way. If you're running from the cops, sometimes you'll, take a turn and your hubcap will fly off. The cops kind of chase you, like in Grand Theft Auto when you get a whatever 5-star rating or whatever. The cops will come after you. So the cops do come after you in this. But this was way before that time. Those days of like Grand Theft Auto. Like Grand Theft Auto 3, I remember. But, Driver, fun game. Had to get this. This is one of my favorites. Metal Gear Solid, the original. The first Metal Gear Solid, is amazing. I've played all the Metal Gears, I believe. Even the VR missions, which is fun. But this game... the boss fights, the tactical stuff that you have to do, the sneaking missions, and the story, great. I just freaking love this game. The music, it's 2 discs. This is the greatest hits version, but Love this game. Here we have Resident Evil Director's Cut. This is basically an enhanced version of the first original Resident Evil. And the first Resident Evil is one of the best horror games I've ever played. And the remake that came out for the GameCube first, that is even good. But this includes the Resident Evil 2 demo disc. And I remember this, man. When I first got this game and it came with the Resident Evil 2 demo disc, you pop in the demo disc and you play a little snippet of Resident Evil 2, and that got me super hyped. I'm like, holy crap, Resident Evil 2. I remember I was in school. And everybody was talking about it. When this game came out, they weren't talking about the director's cut. They were talking about the Resident Evil 2 demo disc. That's what they were talking about. That was the conversation. No one cared about this. I did, but I mean, that's not what sparked the conversation. Anyway, Resident Evil director's cut, amazing game, amazing horror game. Then we get to the big bad boy right here, Resident Evil 2. That's right. This is the original, by the way. This is not the greatest hits version. This is the black label. This is an original Resident Evil 2 that I got. Also, 2 discs. You got Claire and you got, Leon. In ways, this is better than the first game. The first game had a really cool survival horror aspect in the mansion, kind of claustrophobic. This game kind of went, I want to say it went bigger. There's more places to go, like the sewers and, around Raccoon City, in the labs and stuff like that. Really, this game is amazing, guys. It still holds up today. I freaking love it. These Resident Evil games. You notice I have 3 of these fat PlayStation cases that hold 2 discs. So Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil Director's Cut, and then Metal Gear Solid are all the fat cases. Here we have, I got this at Goodwill for 99 cents, and this is NBA Live 99. I do like the NBA Live games. I am a basketball fan. I played NBA Live stuff on the Super Nintendo all the time. And, so here we have NBA Live 99. Goodwill, once in a while, they'll have PlayStation 1 games. And like I said, this was 99 cents just sitting there, so I'm like, why not? The last one I got here, this came with the PlayStation 1 that I got. It was inside the console, and it came with this case. And it is Spyro Ripto's Rage. I've never played it, but it is part of the Spyro games. But yeah, this was just sitting in the player. And I checked the disc, and it's fine. There's no scratches on it. A little dusty. Usually with these PlayStation games, you can find them all scratched up, and it sucks. Because after that happens, it's just, it's unplayable. There's ways you can fix them, but all the games that I have no scratches, luckily. So yeah, this was just, like I said, left in the console. So that's it. Those are the PlayStation games that I own. And I'm still collecting, like I said, for the PlayStation 1. There's still some games out there that I want to get. And, like I said, maybe one day. PlayStation 1 games are a little expensive today. The first Clock Tower game I'm looking for, and that's over $200. There's no damn way I'm paying for that. If I have to get an emulator or something, I'll get that. But this is just, I'm not paying over $200 for a PlayStation 1 game. Sorry. I love the system. I love the games, but not that much. But anyway, that is my small little handful of PlayStation 1 games. So, I'll be back, like I said before, with my PlayStation 4 stuff. I'll be back with more video game things to show you, and do some playthroughs, and also do some really fun videos with video games. Hope you guys enjoy that. Subscribe for more content, and stay tuned for the next video.